The Flash, number 12, written and art by Francis Manapul, Brian Buccellato also helping on writing. Last issue we left off with Golden Glider, aka Lisa Snart, showing up to save her brother and Heatwave, and that's exactly where we pick up in this issue, with the people driving the armored truck, holding the two of them, being attacked by Golden Glider, and then Golden Glider showing up in the back saying, "All right, boys, get ready, it's about to get bumpy." And she frees Heatwave from his restraints, and then Captain Cold's like, "Hey, so what about me, sis?" And she's like, kind of going to leave you to die. Bye. So the truck crashes off the edge of a bridge, and it looks like nobody's getting saved except for Golden Glider, because Heatwave is definitely also not getting pulled up the whole distance with her. Meanwhile, we cut to traffic where Dr. Elias is, and Flash basically just jumps into his car and says, like, "Hey, dude, what the hell? Why are you doing all this? Like, okay, fine. You want to take credit for the Speed Force battery thing? Whatever, you do that. But why you got to make people hate me?" And Dr. Elias is like, "It's nothing personal. I just wanted to see if I could. I want to see if I could unite everybody in hating you and loving me, because I'm so super smart that I can do that. Anyway, get out of my car." So then we cut back to the Golden Glider thing, and it looks like Heatwave's not going to make it, and it definitely looks like Captain Cold's not going to make it, but Weather Wizard comes by and grabs Heatwave, and then a bunch of pigeons being controlled by Pied Piper, who's been set up for God knows how many issues now, save Captain Cold. And they all think he's dead, but of course he's like, "Oh, thank you, Piper. Would you mind letting me down?" Because they're literally dangling him above this street lamp. And Pied Piper's like, "Nah, see, I'm still working for the good guys, so I'm going to let you be captured by proper authorities, and I'm going to go catch the rest of the rogues. Bye." So then we see Dr. Elias has made his way to open up a green energy monorail system for Keystone City, and he's given a little speech about, like, "I am the one who is responsible for this. Me. I am so perfectly great and amazing. But thank you." And then everyone claps. But then as Flash is speeding by, he goes into his little, like, Speed Force super fast thinking thing, and he sees Golden Glider next to Dr. Elias, like, seemingly moving as fast as he is. And he's like, "That shouldn't be possible. What in the heck is going on?" But he is struck by her beauty. Meanwhile, Captain Cold is let down from where he was being held, and it turns out that he wasn't let down by the authorities, but by Trickster. And Trickster's like, "Yeah, no, I'm also not on your side. I am genuinely, like, still with the other rogues, but I'm here because you always repay your debts, so now you owe me a favor for letting you not get caught. Okay? Bye." And then that scene's over. So then we see Flash still talking to Golden Glider, and he's like, "What? Are you a ghost? Who are you? What's up?" She's like, "Oh, I'm just here for revenge. This man is the one who took a piece of my life. Therefore, I will take something of his." So she apparently puts a shard of something into his brain, and then Flash speeds up to catch him before Dr. Elias, like, collapses. So it looks like the Flash just did something to him. Meanwhile, the monorail system starts catching on fire because Heatwave shows up, and then everyone launches their grand plan, where Golden Glider is going to activate the monorail. Heatwave is going to melt the rail itself so it derails, and then Weather Wizard is going to push it off into a building. And they do all this, but as it goes to hit the building, turns out that it was actually working as a portal for Mirror Master. So the thing goes through the building without harming it into the mirror dimension. And everyone's like, "Awesome. Golden Glider's plan worked perfectly. This was all what she wanted." Also, Pied Piper came in trying to stop them, and he immediately got bitch slapped. So he's no longer on the field. So they're all like, "All right, everyone. Flash is busy because it looks like he just killed a man. We knocked out Pied Piper, and you all are free, and we stole a train. Literally, my plan did not go poorly at all. Let's go into the mirror dimension and regroup." And as they're about to all make their way in, a giant wall of ice forms in front of it. And we see Captain Cold survived, and now he's pissed off at the rest of the rogues. And quite literally, it says here, "It can only get better from here, right?" Leading into the annual, where no, it doesn't. So, yeah, I liked it. I think it was very good. I think it was a solid little bit by bit story. If this is all the justification they're going to give to Dr. Elias, I'm a little bit let down by that, because it is such a wild character shift. For him to just say, I did it because I wanted to, seems really poor. So I'm assuming that we're going to get more from that. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But in terms of setting up the rogues, setting up a little heist for them, a good little story, I'm liking that. It's a nice way to get them all introduced. You get a general power set. I mean, I know we've been around them for a little bit now, especially Weather Wizard and Captain Cold. I'm a little bit confused as to... So Pied Piper clearly ran with the rogues at some point, or at least he was friendly with them, and now he's on the side of good. Maybe they established that at some point earlier in this run, but I feel like that's more a thing of past continuity that they just aren't really explaining right now. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So overall, art, fantastic. Manipool really does just kill it on almost every page. Writing, again, I liked it too. It flowed nicely, and there was a bunch of pages where it was just the action telling the story. Like, there's trust that the art can do that, and it's allowing it to do so. So overall, really did enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and give this one an 8. Definitely worth checking out at some point, just in terms of... I mean, this whole Flash run's been pretty good throughout. I can't say there's ever really been a misstep at any point here. A bit of questionable choices, but never a full misstep. So 8 for this. Looking forward to the annual coming out soon.